In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Adobe Illustrator to create a trifold brochure layout. Here's an example of a finished trifold brochure. First of all, you need to go to File, New, and this will be a print document, so select Print and Letter Size. I will call this Trifold Brochure with my name. Let's go ahead and set this to inches. And for the orientation, I will click horizontal. I will make this 2 artboards because we have an inside and an outside. For the bleeds, I will put 1/8 of an inch. The decimal equivalent of that is 0.125. And if I click this chain link icon, it will fill in all 4 boxes, top, bottom, left, and right. A bleed, we can see in the document behind us, is this red line around the outside. And you can see this graphic is stretching from bleed to bleed. That means that after this is printed and it's trimmed, that I'm guaranteed my document or my image will go all the way from edge to edge with no paper showing behind or around the graphic. The color mode should be CMYK, and I'm going to select more settings and double check a few things. So columns should be 2, and let's see here. For raster effects, make sure that that is set for high 300 ppi, and then create document. Alright, the first thing that we need to do is give ourselves some margins. So I'm going to just choose a random color and take off the stroke, and I will click on here one time, and I will set the width to 8.5 and the height to 0.25 and click OK. And I'm going to move this up here. So I'm going to give myself 1/4 inch borders around this. And there's, I'm sure that there's lots of different ways to do this. This is just a way that I find it convenient. Now I need to show my rulers by going to View, Rulers, Show Rulers. And now I will click directly on top of the ruler, hold and drag down a guideline, and it snaps to the bottom of this shape. Now I'm going to move this shape down here and click and drag another guideline down. So now I have my tops and my bottoms. Now I will change the size of this. Let's see, well, let me just swap them. Nah, okay. So let's change this to 0.25 and change this to 8. I'll drag it over here, and you'll notice that the box also snaps to the sides. That's convenient. Here we go. And I'm using the selection tool, the black arrow, to move this box around. Okay, so now I have my outside margin set, and I'm going to delete this and draw another rectangle all the way around the inside of the guides. Now there's a easy way to cut this into thirds, and that is up here under 10.5 inches, which is the width. I will just on the keyboard select the slash mark, which is divided by, and 3, and then hit enter. Now to make sure that this is in the direct center of this document, I will use the selection tool, and I'll just move it off center just so you can see how it works. And I will go to the Align to Artboard and make sure it's set to Align to Artboard and not Align to Selection. And then I'll use the alignment tools. I'll click horizontal center and vertical center. And so now that is the absolute center of this page. Now I'll bring out my guidelines for these sides. There we go, there's my columns. Now I'll put it over here on this side, and I have to click it to make it active. And then I'll click my rectangle and do the same thing. Vertical and horizontal centers, and drag out my guidelines. And now I can delete this box, and this is my basic setup. So I need to make sure that all of my information stays within these borders. That's it for now.